Hi guys, my name is Chinexi. Welcome to another episode on Truth Podcast. Thank you for being here. So today we want to talk about a topic that we would find out, we'll figure out in between this discussion. So, but I know it's all about friendship, right? And I'm sitting here with my best friend. Yes.
Hi, my name is Jasmine Naza.
Yeah. I know if you're not new to our podcast, you must have seen her already. She was at our live podcast show, and she's the one that everyone keeps saying I should bring back. So here she is.
I'm back.
So, Naza, today I just want us to talk about friendship because I don't understand the kind of friendship people do or make right now. People make friendship out of the most
Mundane things.
people make friendship out of gossip partners. People make friendship out of common enemy.
Mutual hate for another person. Yeah. It never lasts.
Yeah. Do you remember how we met? I remember.
Okay, please share because I really cannot remember. I've known her for so long that I can't specifically say when or how.
So
I know House on Drug helps.
Yes. Yes. Thanks to House on the Rock. Shout out to Pastor
Edwin.
Shout out to Pastor. Okay, shout out to Pastor Edwin Paebo, our pastor. He's still the pastor there, right?
Yes, he's still the pastor of House on Drug in Ogo.
So yeah, that's where I met you.
Yes.
And do you remember?
We're not ushering department.
Yeah.
I can't believe you.
You do remember you chanced somebody?
Who did I chance?
Remember?
Me, small me.
Yeah.
Hey.
I had
We're
one very
behavior.
close friend, but you
Oh.
you're always Chima, come on, let's go. You like
No, but Chima is always like this butterfly, making friends, annoying friends at the same time. I love to have my friend to myself. Like if I say you are my friend, you are my friend, not everybody's friend.
no this year.
A little bit of jealousy there, but it is what it is. But yeah, it's been years of knowing you, right?
Years.
And in all that, I think one thing that stands out for me is the fact that we've been able to find a way to handle our differences, right? I wouldn't say that we have the same character traits or we have the same behavior pattern, but we just seem to know how to coexist.
But we have something that is really the same.
Yeah.
We love God the same way.
Course.
We are very focused people.
Mm-hmm.
We are ambitious.
Mm-hmm.
We have a very strong tenacity and resilient spirit.
Mm-hmm.
And I love how hardworking you are.
Yeah.
So those things are the things that made up this friendship to get to the point where it is right now.
But then again, that started over the years. Like we didn't start off having all these attributes, right?
It wasn't
it wasn't like we became friends because we knew this day was going to be here when we already have our businesses and all that. And that's one thing that people do not understand when they are out there picking up friends, to use the word picking up friends. Now, the first thing was that most of us, either made friends from gatherings that we found ourselves in, either in school, church, certain gatherings that just because we found ourselves seeing each other every other day or every other time, you'd be like, oh, I've seen this person for a certain period of time, we might as well be friends, right?
Yeah.
Not because we go out of our way to decide I'm going to pick this person and build. Yes. So like we said earlier, people choose who they are friends with. The benefits is always what they put on in front before that. But using us as an instance, when we started off, I don't think we started off knowing we are going to end up being best friends.
Yeah.
Right? I don't think we started off knowing that eventually sometime years down the line that we are going to own our own businesses, we are going to go through the shagets we've gone through in life.
Yes.
She has been there for me when I lost my grandfather. In fact, I think you were closer to my
granddad
than I was to my granddad, and then when I lost my mom. So these are things that eventually you get to see in the course of being friends with someone. So, but we are going to break it down to how you need to choose your friends and how you shouldn't choose your friends.
Because so many people, I see that some people become friends with people just because their boyfriend is the friend to her boyfriend. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yes, they have
your
a mutual
boyfriend's friend, you made the girlfriend your friend. Sometimes it's not really like
It
that.
doesn't work.
It
like
doesn't
that.
really work
I
because
really don't blame girls. I think most times
Yeah,
the
you can
guys always want to just
be
have.
close. Yeah, you can be close, but then they're not really your best friend, to be honest. They're not really your, let me just use the word best friend, because sometimes you find out that when one of the relationship is broken, the friendship breaks as well. Yeah, I've seen it happen so many times.
Yeah,
Let's say
because it's going to be awkward, really
awkward.
being in that midst. Yeah,
Thank you.
but I think the first issue is that we have problem with defining terms. You know, people we ought to call acquaintances, we call them friends.
I remember that time. I always say everybody, oh Nasa, I'm going to see my friend. Oh Nasa, I'm going to
Everybody was your friend, like literally, you were
You'll
friends
be
with
like,
the whole.
no, that's not your friend. That's your acquaintance.
You meet someone today, the next like, God, come on,
That's my
friends.
friend. She said, no, that's your acquaintance. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah.
And that's the problem. We always want to tag on everyone. There should be a point where you say, this person is my colleague,
Yeah.
and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
This is a mutual friend, and there's nothing wrong with that. This is an
my
acquaintance.
neighbor.
Exactly. Use the terms the way they ought to be used, right? Because when we buckle and just mix all these things together, it becomes so confusing because we expect so much from someone that's just an acquaintance, and we expect a next level kind of loyalty from them. And then when they hit you, you become like, oh, but you were my friend.
Thank you. And then the person will say, oh, really? We're really never friends.
There's this awkward thing when you go on calling someone your best friend, but at the end of like, am I really your best friend? No, come your best friend.
You are getting married, and then they did not even like, you don't invite those people.
Yeah, they don't get
See,
you
it's
involved.
a thing, no, you know, it's a thing. Right now, so many girls are offended that the people that they consider friends are getting married and they don't know.
Or they either japa without letting them know.
Yes, without letting them know. They do significant things in their lives without letting them know. And you're offended because in your mind you feel like, oh, this is my friend. So now, is your friend your friend? Are you your friend's friend? Are you your friend's friend? It's just like when Toke keep writing on her stories. Am I my spec?
You need to ask that question and define it. But another thing is that I feel like experiences make up relations.
Yeah.
So what you've gone through in life and people that have been there for you should be who you tag friends. And now there are different types of even friends, right? There are friends that are just there for the good times. You know, I know some certain people in my life that when all is going well, they are there. But the difficult times in my life, I look at them and I'm like, I can't find them. And it got me to this point. It was a certain point where I had to like be honest with myself and not be angry with them, because to be fair, I expected way too much from that friendship, right?
Yeah.
They probably didn't see the friendship the way I saw the friendship. So you should always be very honest with yourself and define the level of friendship you are with the people you call friends and how they call you their friends, right? Because if something is going on with you and you can't even share it with me, I feel like I must either not be a good friend to you, or you don't consider me to that level of our acquaintance. I'm going to share this. There's this special someone I had in my life. This person that other people will come to me and say, oh, this person is this. I'll be like, don't share that story with me. Don't tell me like this is my G. Don't do that. And then this person was preparing to travel outside the country. I knew about it, to be very fair to her. I knew about it. And then she tried a couple of times. It didn't work out. And we had specific dates when she was going to leave and all that. But then when it eventually happened, I didn't know. And I was just one person out of a group of 3 that didn't know when it happened. I was so heartbroken. Like, I kept saying, how is this possible? I know how much I love this girl. I know how much I pray. Like, I don't pray for everybody. You know, I don't put everybody in the midst of the corner when I pray. But she is one of the few people I put in my prayers. And it was so much hurt. It was one of those heartbreaks that is even worse than the relationship.
I was going to say that we're not talking about how much female break up, like friendship break up, hurts more than just relationship break up. The thing is, you can't even tell the next person. I know somebody in my life that we were so close together in Lagos. I put out, like, people literally thought she was my elder sister. I put her up every time. I give her a job. Like, I'm a social person. I have people.
You root for her.
Right? Yes, I root for her. I put her places where I know that her name is mentioned and will be mentioned.
Yeah.
And just like that, it ended, and I was hurt. Of course, if everybody is giving their own side of the story, they're going to paint themselves good. I don't want to come here and say, "Oh, they hurt me." No, but I couldn't even tell that story. It took me years for me to be able to tell that story.
I know,
and people kept to even make it worse. People will keep asking, what about this person? It's been long we saw her on your status.
And because they know how close you guys are, they tend to want to know what's going on. It is really, really painful. I wish we can talk about the hurt that is attached with friendship. Mm-hmm. I mean, sometimes I bump into her stories online. I'm like, gosh, she's doing well. Yes, I'm also doing well. But I wish we could just talk like we used to. And she was this loving darling of a friend. Mm-hmm. And I think it's a pride thing if you check it, because there's nothing that stopped both of us from saying, hey girl, how are you doing? And what's that? But it's just a case of, you left me. Like, you didn't let me know what's going on in your life. And that's the level of friendship I would want to get to with someone. We mutually respect each other. We still follow each other on social media. Though it's not how I would want it to be. But there's this mutual respect that we still have, you know, and I'm sure I've not heard any of my gist out of them, but I've told her and she has not heard anyone from my end. So that's what it is. But the thing is that most times I see a lot of younger friends come to me and they say, oh, Jasmine, I don't know, this person did this and that person, I don't know, I cannot be friends. Like, how long have you been friends with this person? Oh, I met her last month. No, it was just someone that even introduced us, and then the person that introduced you, you're no longer friends with the person.
Let's talk about that.
Talk about it, because you're always doing that. But yes, it's always another issue.
Let me tell you, do you not remember? Let's talk about this set of people that you will introduce them to your friends,
and they will butt you out of that friendship,
and they become so close to that friendship.
Why do you guys do that?
When have I ever done that? Is there any friend that
she has not? You've not. But it's true, she had not. But it sucks because it's. I don't know.
Some people.
I feel like that's theft. You're stealing. Yes. You're stealing human beings.
And you're stealing my next thing, they start planning trip together without you. They start hanging out.
Sweetheart, if they are doing all this without me knowing, that's even fine. The annoying part of it is that they come on social media and they put up in a space where I get to see it. Oh, my sweetheart, we went for brunch today. Oh, my sweetheart, we went for drinks today. God will put a sun in your midst. I swear.
And you know the funny thing? One thing again that I don't know how to do is trial friendship. I don't know how to do group friends. It doesn't work. Once one person, girls will always be girls. Girls gossip, and that is on period.
Everyone gossips.
Let me tell you.
Everyone gossips.
Let me tell you. And once you are in a friendship of 3, 4, once it's more than 2, just know that as one person
must be.
The next people are gossiping about that person. Well, it never favors me.
I tend to differ here. I most times I don't think it's really about it, because I just feel like if you're 3 in a group of friends,
2 people are always closer.
Yes, and one is just a third wheel.
And that is the thing. Once 2 people are closer, they will gossip about you. I'm sorry. The thing you bring as a problem is a gist to them. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, totally.
You are coming
I get that
here
part.
to tell your friends about your maybe your boyfriend, and when you leave, they will be like, I don't know why she's still with that guy. I don't know why she's still there. But tell her it's a gist to them.
Yeah.
If you notice, my friends are my friends. Like you are my friend. I'm not sharing it with anybody.
Any other,
Peace is my friend. I'm not sharing her with anybody. Yeah, we can go out, but we all know that
you are my friend.
I am your friend. Do you understand? I don't want 3, because it has happened to me when I was growing up.
But they said 3 is a crowd, really.
It's a crowd.
It is a crowd.
It has happened to me when I was growing up. We were 3. But I always knew 2 were closer. Maybe because the 2 of them has big body. I've always been small. I've always been smallish. Do you understand? So I've always knew that 2 of them were closer. Sometimes we share things together, and then they won't even tell me that, they are going to this place. The next time we're meeting, they're talking about the place they went to.
Or even when they include you in the whole gathering situation, you become the photographer.
Oh my God.
Or you become the content creator in their midst.
Then, Jesus.
Yes.
Look at this one. That 2 of them will want to now snap. They will say you should snap instead of 3.
Yes. It's friendship
It doesn't
definition.
work
It
for
does.
me.
It doesn't work. But yes, I think we should come to the place of maturity when we say, you know what, this is who I am with this person, and this is who I am with this other person. If peradventure you guys want to be in the same midst, everyone understands
Oh, yes.
their own,
Boundary.
yes, their own understanding. Okay, yes, this is my time with this person, this is my time with that person, and then we respect it. But one thing also that I love is that true friendships, translates blood. True friendship can be someone that, like, I tend to tell people that Chidima is no longer just my friend. She's a sister, right? She has been there and has seen it through all stages of my life. And these are people you can comfortably say they are your friend.
Right.
And I also feel like friendship that cannot easily, have conversation and be able to diffuse any issues. They're not really truly friends. How are you really a good friend and we have a minor issue and that's what breaks up?
And then how are you friends with me but you're scared of telling me some things because you feel like you don't want to say too much. So but I am saying too much.
Yes. So it's
you
always a
understand?
case of being, one-sided or not understanding the person. I always tend to tell people that, especially for ladies, we invest so much in our intimate relationship with the other gender than we invest in our girls, right? With the girls' sisterhood, we are more about what we want people to see. That we are going out for brunch, we are going shopping, we are either hanging out or not. But we don't build it internally. We don't go deeper to build on it. We don't build on existence. Why are we doing this? Why are we investing on this? So when a little crack happens, it breaks
broken.
it. Yeah.
Yes. And let me tell you, even worse, sharing of reels. You will see people, they don't talk a whole week, a whole month, but every day they're sharing reels. I know people call it reels. I know people call it relationship, but I want to tell you about what's happening in my life. And I don't trade my female friends for anything because I've gone through relationships and Naza has been there. Naza is still there for me. Like, do you understand?
Yeah.
Sometimes I would say, God, I don't want to say it.
Say it better.
I always say that let a man not tell me to choose between him or my
Yeah.
friend. I will shock you. I will choose my friend.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, but that's the truth
I will
because you
shock
don't
you.
understand what these people have been through.
Yeah.
In fact, I think every man should be reasonable enough to discover who is in the life of their partner and try as much as not to be best friends with them, but try to coexist.
Yes. So
You're the second wife.
They will help you. They will help you.
Yes, you're the
Because-
second wife.
Because they will help you to talk sense into her. They will help you to also consider you. Because let me tell you the truth, always you're not the only one that is asking that girl out.
True.
You might be the one she's dating, but you're not the only one she's asking out.
Mm-hmm.
And that friend will help you to always
To
be
have your
what?
back
On
and all
top.
that. Yeah.
The friend will help you to be the one that what do you even call this thing? A routine. The friend will make sure that you are the one. You are the one. If she wants to be crazy and say, oh, because this guy is cuter or he spends more or something, she would remind you why you're there in the first place. So all these guys that come with that jealousy theory of why are you spending more time with your friend? Why
But really, why should a man be jealous of their partner's friend?
Oh, it happens. A lot.
I mean, in a situation whereby they are not like in besties with the opposite gender, where
Oh yeah,
they
when
tend
your
to be
best is
besties.
not your a
So
guy.
that's understandable, right? But if it's just females doing their female thing, everyone deserves a sisterhood. Like I don't know what I would do without Chidinma. Everyone deserves a sisterhood. The things I will not share with my sisters, my blood
Yes.
sisters, she knows.
They think I will not share with my mom because I don't want to give her high blood pressure.
So we deserve that. You just build
Let's talk
on it.
about this kind of this set of friends that are only there to collect. I've seen those kind of people. Let me tell you, just recently, I think December, I was doing a crazy project, and Naza was also doing a crazy project.
Yeah.
And I needed money. Was it 4 million? I will never forget. I called Naza. I said, and you know the funny thing, God's sense of humor is so strong.
Yeah.
I had prayed in the morning, and I know you are doing a project. You should be the last person I would ask for anything. I just called Naza. I said, Alpha, I need 4 million.
Oh, mother called that day.
It's as if she it's as if she said, how did this girl know money? Yes,
Yes, I even said that. I said, how did you know? Okay,
I was like, she didn't even ask me, what do you want to do? No, she just, oh yeah, said, when do you want to pay? I said, next week. So yeah, send the account. There are some people that would collect from you, but you would never be able to borrow from them, even if it's 10K, even if they have it thrown away.
Okay, so there was this thing that happened that same season, right? We're planning for our event, and of course, sponsors being sponsored, some didn't show up. And I had this very close friend, like a brother actually, that I went to and I asked for help to, assist me in. For now, one thing also you need to know is that money and friendship.
But if money is strong enough to destroy your friendship, is it really friendship?
Is it really friendship? Now, it took God and a lot of maturity and few people close to me to speak that into me, because I was, I tried to handle that situation. So I went to him, partner, let's do this, let's get this done. And he came through. Oh my God. He came through like no one else had ever done. He was supportive and all that, even without knowing what it is. You know how people that are not interested in entertainment and all that, he came through and all that. But then, because we're expecting some sponsors to come through the next month to support, to, return back on what they promised, they didn't come through. Now, the places I wanted to return these funds to were not coming. God, I said no. I do not want to be that friend that would take in funds and not return it. But the process that it took, I explained the situation. I said, see what's going on. You know what? Just extend this period of time for me to do this. And I got in, I went to put and where I shouldn't have put money, and I, gave as much. But the only thing that destroyed or dented, which I don't think is destroyed, I'm coming back. Our friendship is still on. I don't think it's destroyed, but I felt like communication wasn't, that was what he said, that he felt like communication wasn't properly handled. But I felt also that communication was handled as much as I could, but he also had some things behind the scene. Now, the problem here was that both of us were not explaining our feelings properly, but we were just explaining it to the people that are mutual friends around that. Now, did these people handle the situation better for these two people to... So that's the thing. I'm just saying that in friendship, sometimes we have to come to a place where even pride has to go.
Yeah.
For me, at that point, pride needed to go. I needed to tell myself, see, this guy did everything to get you those funds.
Yeah.
Even if he's not handling things the way he ought to handle it based on the things you are hearing, man up and, just speak to me and say, guy, I don't like what is happening. This shouldn't affect this thing. Okay, I've done all I could. I've paid everything off. Let the other ones and all these things happen. But that did not happen. Another thing that tends to happen when people are friends, that we bring in third parties that did not understand the foundation of that friendship. And most times we don't understand that people tend to be jealous of your friendship, the level of friendship you have with other people. So when you tend to talk to them about it, instead of discussing with the friend that you have, things are not balanced out properly.
And people love to be in people's business.
Well, most times we invite them in our business.
And if you give them a reason to, they would advise you without even knowing why and how it happened.
Yeah.
And we are all humans. The more people advise you, the more you start thinking that, oh, maybe they are right. Or maybe she thought I was a fool, and it just spoils relationship. I've had friendship where for no reason, everybody just moves on quietly. Nobody talks to each other. No wahala. If you ask me, what's up with it? I don't know. They're all just moving. Life is
everyone is good. Life is fine. But how do you handle friendship betrayals?
I can't even handle it. I've had it so many times that I don't want to.
Oh yes, you have. You've been dealt with.
They have shown me shaggy in this world. Like I love community. I love friends. I love to push people.
Yeah.
I feel like that is the thing, because if you're with me, if you're close to me, Naza knows. See, I have favor, I have grace. I can't even hide it. Like, right from when I was little, I have it. So for me to have you as a friend, I must make sure we are moving together.
Yeah.
Because then you cannot be my friend, because you can't be a still water. I move.
Can't be stagnant. Yeah.
Yes, you can't be stagnant. But some people that are not, they don't dream big as much as I do, or are lazy to move, the only thing they begin to do is to be jealous.
Sure.
Right? I've seen betrayal in all. Is it the one that will come and carry your man? Is it the one that will sleep with your man?
As he has the guts to
is it the one that will lie to your man? Because with formulate what you have never imagined.
Baby, don't see shege.
I don't see shege. Why? Because they dash me money. Oh yeah, you can't date me. No can't dash you money. You can't say wait. Say my hand. Oh, like I don't even know what to say. See, but I came to this conclusion, right? And I'm sorry if it's going to hit some nerves, but my conclusion is I would never be friends with somebody that is lower than me anymore. When I mean lower than me, nobody's lower than another person.
Yeah.
But when I mean lower than me, I mean someone that mentally we're not on the same mental capacity.
Yeah.
We don't have the same drive. We don't have the same goal. We don't have the same strength in terms of hard working.
Because they're just there to take.
Yes. And also, please, if you're richer than me, I'll even be happy. My eyes know the enter person money.
Yeah.
But often than not, I have realized that other people's eyes, especially girls, they feel like, why me?
Yeah, why always her?
Why me? And I don't even
she getting all this? You don't get yash.
You don't get that. Why me? So I had to. My mom would say that I don't know how to make friends, right? Because I don't know how to hide things.
Yes, true.
I don't know how.
You really do not know. Like you share as far as you consider someone your friend.
You can be with me.
You open up.
I'll put the phone on speaker. You're hearing everything. Like I'm very,
very open.
So. It's my cousin. My cousin told my mom one day that anybody that wants to kill me should be my friend. I would give the person the knife. Because I would just say everything. Right? So my mom is always very conscious of, oh, please be careful. But I thank God that they have not killed me. Because yes.
They will not though.
Yeah. Because the kind of betrayals I have received, I have experienced, it reached to die.
No, do you know what's annoying in your case is that I just feel like it's self-esteem issues with these leaders. Because it's the things that are very annoying. Like, why a guy? Like, really? I mean, you could easily just tell me that you fancy this guy. Don't you dare.
I'm not going to share in entirety. But just imagine your friend telling your boyfriend that, oh wow, so you can give that girl, referring to me, so you can give that girl so and so amount. I'm not going to mention the money. That kind of amount of money, really? Just imagine somebody you consider your friend telling a guy that you're supposedly dating that so you can give, referring to me as that girl, this kind of money. Oh wow.
Yes.
And the guy sent me the entire voice note just like that. How can you face that kind of person again?
May I not come to a point where, I'm so infatuated by a guy that I allow that guy come in between? Because it's not like, we understand guys are, God made it for a man and a woman to coexist. They're a gift to humanity. But why this whole thing where you have to go behind? I'm sorry, babes.
And you know the funny thing? The guys know they would never, ever settle for you that you were able to destroy your friends' trust or show publicly that you are not loyal.
But in a way, I feel like you should have put a little bit of boundaries there.
And now the thing now,
right?
That's
because even as close as we are, I know to a certain point that it's only the things you allow me get involved that I get involved in. I follow your lead based on your relationship. If I see you walking, becoming a very close to my man, or more boundaries are there for a reason. That's why I can't relate to that kind of betrayal. But I've heard it and I've seen it happen in your case where girls are moving mad. But another sort of betrayal that I just can't fathom is when it has to do with business. Why? Like, why do you feel like it's okay to just bundle up a friendship of years and put it under a moving train and just watch it
move
because of how many millions of naira?
Oh my God.
It sucks. I shared
I know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, I shared a post with you today where the prayer group where someone is saying, oh, just pick up a phone and call them. I'm like, I know I love God and God is doing miraculously in my life, but I've not gotten there. I've not gotten to that point where you betrayed me and took food away from my table and you want me to do what?
See, even God knows that I'm sorry. I will curse this person if I try. I forgive you, but please try as much as possible never to cross my path.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to even see you. Let's exist like horizontally.
You know, guys, initially we were saying, friends should be able to communicate and talk and move on. But there is an exception.
Yeah.
If someone betrayed you to the point where you're depressed and is getting to you, do not try to fathom. Yes, like you said, forgive, but move on. Do not bring them close to the point. You can be polite when you see them. You can be, hello, mutual, keep it moving, be mature about it. But never you give them a second chance to repeat. Because the next time they are repeating
They'll
it,
kill you. I'm telling you. A snake is always a snake. It will only shed its what skin. You cannot change. That's what I always say.
I mean, even the word of God say we should flee. There's some places you need to confront it and be nice and be good. But there are other times, flee. He didn't say walk. He didn't say jump. He said flee. My sister, flee.
We're going to end here. We said 20 minutes. It's already 32 minutes.
What are your last words?
My last words is, okay, even in conclusion, right?
Yeah.
So in conclusion, I already told myself that I don't think I want to have new friends. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm scared of having new friends.
I feel like we've even passed the stage of
having new friends.
Well, you can have friends, but the kind of in-depth understanding.
Yeah.
No, at this stage where you are already successful and you have things going for you.
I'm okay with
in-depth,
the people I have. And if you really want to be close to me in terms of acquaintance or maybe just friends, not so deep, you have to have some kind of things going on for you.
Yeah. Have your own life.
Have your own life.
Basically, yeah.
And let your life be running well. You have, because otherwise you are going to be jealous of me. Because I am always moving. Imagine just staying there and I'm always telling you my dream. One day you will kill me. Am I the only dreamer?
Just have the dreamer. Even Joseph's siblings wanted to find a guy.
So, in conclusion, please, if I'm going to say this to everyone, please, before you make friends, make sure you have the same goal, the same drive, the same spirit, the same everything, maybe not everything, but at least if you're ambitious, please make friends with someone that is ambitious.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you will keep looking like you are aiming too high in front of the person.
True. You're so right. So my last words would be, all right, okay, friendship is a two-way thing. Give graces where they are necessary to give graces. So when you feel like, okay, this person means a lot and has impacted in my life. For instance, if something is going on with me and Chidima tomorrow, I know that I would want to give grace, and I know my family will want to even choke me out and want to put that. So that's the graces. But then when you see someone that has hurt you over and over again and has done something that you find very appalling and all, think it twice, pray about it. Don't give grace, but be sensible enough to forgive and move on. Right? So it's a two-way thing. Remember that the same way you feel hurt, the same way the other person might feel hurt. So just be there and be a sweetheart and keep in. And remember to send a message to your best friend, to your friend, to even your acquaintances, and tell them how much you love them, and continue being a good friend to your friend.
And I love you, baby.
Come on, Joe.
So I'm going to round up here, or rather we are going to round up here. Thank you for watching till this point. Please don't forget to share, like, comment, follow,
subscribe.
And subscribe. Yes. On social media, we are The Truth Pod.
Yeah.
Same with YouTube. And yes, please follow her.
Yes, Jasmine_Naza. But before we go to me, just keep following this page because there's something exciting about to come. I'm not going to say the full detail, but just keep watching. Keep watching.
Thank you so much.